award diploma, certificate, and any other award. I ask His Excellency, Right Reverend Charles Asante, to constitute the 42nd proclamation of the Catholic University of Eastern
Graduands be upstanding.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the University Chancellor, I constitute this assembly for the sake of communication of the Catholic
You can now be seated. His Excellency, Right Reverend Chancellor of the Catholic University of Africa, His Excellency, Most Reverend Philip Kubira-Yono, the Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University of East Africa and Archbishop of the Diocese of Nairobi, Right Reverend Paul Kariuki-Njiro, Chairman of the University Council and Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Cuea, Your Lordships, Bishops, members of the University Council, distinguished members, Reverend Professor Yarindikwe Munyangaraga Innocent, Director and Vice Chancellor of the Catholic University of La Sapienziana, Goma, the Vice Chancellor's present, ambassadors, members of Parliament, senators, and other elected leaders, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, sponsors, and graduates, faculty and students of Cuea, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 42nd graduation ceremony of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. Today, we are privileged to graduate 3,162 candidates who have studied, have been examined, and have passed, and have qualified to be graduated today in this 42nd ceremony of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. We welcome you, parents, to this celebration. We welcome guardians, we welcome sponsors. We welcome our academic staff and every other person who is in this space today. To start us off, we'll invite the students from the Southern Sudanese community who will give us a piece of entertainment before we start. Thank you. South Sudanese community. South Sudanese, the Gikuyu community be ready. Thank you, South Sudanese community. Let's give them a happy clap. And we now have something from the Kenyan community, that is the Gikuyu community. Very fast. The Gikuyu community.
From the slopes of Mount Kenya, we, the Kikuyu community, presents a cocktail of Kikuyu songs in honor of the graduating class.
Hey, Masomani debo kudio horo. Sodo deo kumetana goi. Neye kena kenene hai mshiwa Cuea. Bokoro hamenenyo sarani. Wendo wito kutunya woko. Chado kwa mwada. Otile ilima. Kiara kemege shura rada. Noka mwege kwa ya radiri. Alimo. Aruto. Swahori ya hodi. Mwege swamukira na wendo. Natado kene na kene shana iradai. Mwege swamukira na wega. Na wendo munenema.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Kikuyu community. We are pleased to inform you that in this congregation we have members graduating for over 25 countries. That tells you that this university is full of people from all over the world. Our student population right now has members from over 30 countries. And we are proud again to say, next year we'll have many more from different countries. As you all know, the university was founded by the Association of Member Episcopal Conferences of Eastern Africa, which has countries in Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Malawi, Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania, Sudan, South Sudan. It is now my pleasure to welcome the alumni representative, Mr. Eric Mwangi, who is the Managing Director, Dev Technologies Limited, to welcome you to the Alumni Association.
Sorry about that, height challenges. The Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Council members, Vice-Chancellors from other universities, Deputy Vice-Chancellors, Principals of constituent colleges, HODs, Deans, Directors, Professors with us, our members of Parliament, and not forgetting our nominated Senator, who is also graduating today. Thank you very much. Graduates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, good morning. Back in 2003, when I was graduating and sitting somewhere in the middle, when somebody stood here and said good morning, there was more energy than that. So we're going to repeat this again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. My name is Eric Mwangi. As you heard, I run a company called Dev Technologies. I graduated from this very great institution in the year 2003 with BCom, and later on went to pursue other certifications in BCom. But the reason I'm here is to tell you that there are so many opportunities out there, and it is high time that as graduates of this great institution, change the tide that is, and the perception that is out there. You know, I'll give a great example that I graduated with BCom, but out there, somewhere we changed the tide, and I'm now in the field of information technology, where we provide various solutions to the business world. I'm also an executive member of the Catholic University Alumni Student Association, and what we do basically is to bring together students that have graduated from this great university, see how we can interact with each other, and offer great opportunities to students graduating, and also offer leadership and guidance. Now, one of the main challenges that students have had, especially fresh graduates, is of course getting opportunities. And there's a notion out there, as everyone says, hakuna kazi. Please, we're here to debunk that myth. When I graduated in 2003, the same challenges that are facing you today were the same challenges that we had. And one of the great things that I will tell you is that your attitude will scale you to greater heights. Today, you're graduating here from various faculties, commerce, law, education, etc. But you're also graduating with other degrees that are not being conferred today. You know, patience, tolerance, respect. When you respect your lecturers, it starts from here, that even at the workplace, you're going to maintain the same level of respect, all right? You're also graduating here with a lot of social interactions. You've been able to socially interact with your students, with your fellow students. You're living here with friends. Maintain that friendship as you move along, as you transition, maintain that friendship. I will tell you for sure that in my career path, in my career journey, up to where some of us are today, we've been here because friends have held our hands. And friendship is not an event, it's a journey. I'm delighted that we have our senator here, our nominated senator, and we have some members of parliament also here with us. I would also like to pose this challenge to them, that as you go to the various houses, kindly see how we can be able to commercialize the innovations that the various students in this platform have. One of the great challenges that students face is most of the students here are quite innovative. They come up with very good innovative products. But how do they commercialize these innovations? How do they move forward? How do they self-employ themselves from and transition in future? All right. I would also like to talk about the workplace scenario, something that we are giving all of us called targets. Whichever career path you choose, there are always targets that are given to you. But one of the things that we fail to do as young people is give targets to ourselves. All right? So as students and as fresh graduates, kindly ensure that you give yourself targets and say, this is where I want to be in the next 5 years. How do you work it backwards? I have in my mentorship career seen a lot of students stagnate due to various aspects of life, like social media influence. And I'm here to say, let us pick the various positive aspects of social media. I know social media is very key in our growth, is very key in interaction. It can also be very, very destructive if not utilized properly. And I've always said this at the workplace. I've always said this to young people. Pick the right tools and the right qualities when you're utilizing the social media platforms. Lastly, join the Catholic University Alumni Association. We have the Alumni Association with us here. I'm sure you know Jeremiah, I'm sure you know Cyril Papa. We work very closely with them. And we want to grow the Alumni Association such that we can be able to push agenda of fresh graduates into the market, and also see how we can be able to push the executive to publish certain legislations that will be able to move us forward. With those few words, I know I was only given 10 minutes. I want to say congratulations to you. There are lots of opportunities out there. Be a lion, go out there and move forward. Asanteni sana, may the good Lord bless you and may the good Lord keep you. Thank you.
It is now my humble pleasure to welcome the Acting DVC, Academic Affairs and Research, Professor George Kimathi, to introduce and present to us the valedictorian of 2023 class.
To come forward. Her name is Esperanza Chebet Yegon. This is the student who has graduated with the highest average for this year. Now, Esperanza Chebet Yegon is a firstborn daughter in a family of 3 children. She was born in the year 2003 and raised in Belgut constituency, Kericho County. She studied at Flospa Primary School, Kerio Valley, Elgeyo Marakwet County, and pursued her secondary education at Mary Hill Girls High School, Thika. She actively participated in games, French club, debate club, community service, and church activities. She later joined the Catholic University of Eastern Africa in September 2019 to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. During her studies at the university, she was an active member of the Christian Union and participated in community service activities at individual and university level. I hereby introduce the valedictorian of the 2023 class, Esperanza Chebet Yegon, registration number 1038995 of the School of Nursing of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. And this part now is important, who scored a mean score of 77.6%. Esperanza, welcome.
The Chancellor, Chief Guest, members of the University Council, Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs and Research, distinguished guests, family, friends, fellow graduates, good morning. My name is Esperanza Yegon from the School of Nursing. A couple of days ago, I received a call from our Dean, Dr. Tekester, informing me that I was the valedictorian for this year's class, the class of 2023. Well, the news was followed by what seemed like an eternity of silence, mostly because I could not scream with the Dean on phone. He then proceeded to tell me that I was expected to write a speech for today. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that this title does not come with a customized spirit and speech. So I did what any other Gen Z would do, scoured the internet for great speeches, and was thoroughly relieved. Anyway, here we go. Today, I'm honored to stand before you. First, I should start by thanking God, whose grace and mercy abound. I also appreciate each one of you here today, noting the diversity is so divine. Allow me to make this a celebration of the memories and experiences we all shared at Cuea. We come from various corners of the globe, each with our unique stories and backgrounds. Yet, We share this moment as graduates of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, poised to continue with our journeys. Before we delve into this celebration of our diverse achievements, I would like to heartily appreciate the School of Nursing, team led by Dr. Tekeste, my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Yagon, my siblings, my entire family, my cohort, friends, the tennis enthusiasts who I was a part of, and all the stakeholders who in one way or the other became part of this successful journey. They say life is a journey that must be traveled, the state of the roads notwithstanding. Well, our academic journey wasn't always smooth, but was certainly an adventure worth taking. Each step of the travel in my experience came with totally different challenges. The fact that I'm before you today is indeed a testimony. It's God's grace. Many may say that today marks the start of our journey. I disagree. The journey started more than 18 years ago, when our biggest concern was how fast we could spin on the merry-go-round, and whether we could get away with napping without the teacher noticing. That's never changed. Our lecturers here today can attest to that. But look at us now. We've evolved to scholars in diverse fields like computer science, become mathematical wizards, legal eagles, educators, future health heroes, just to mention but a few. Who'd have thought that those carefree days would lead to this moment? Our transformation has been nothing short of remarkable. Our journey has been like upgrading from the merry-go-round to a thrilling roller coaster of experiences. We faced the loops of challenges, heart-racing moments of insight, and of course, those sudden drops of doubt when we wondered if we'd ever make it. Yet here we are, ready to embrace the future with all its twists and turns. In the healthcare world, they say that laughter is the best medicine. Having once been a novice student nurse, I can confirm that. Whether it was learning to wield a stethoscope, trying to take a patient's temperature with a broken thermometer, awkwardly fumbling with medical equipment, to finally being able to keep up with medical jargon. We've shared moments that could rival any comedy show. Yet these experiences remind us that humor and a smile can brighten even the darkest of days. We started as individuals, each with our own dreams and aspirations, but over the years, we grew into a tight-knit community, supporting and uplifting one another. We laughed together, cried together, and celebrated each other's victories. Through the highs and lows, we found strength in our unity. As the adage goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And this here today, our far, could only be attributed to how closely together we have worked. Let us make this something we carry outside the gates, beyond the gowns and the discussion groups. We go further if we harness our strengths and realize the world is big enough for all of us and opportunities abound if we work in unity as opposed to in competition. Our lecturers have been our guiding lights, imparting knowledge and wisdom upon us. Let's take a moment to express our gratitude for their unwavering dedication. We must also acknowledge the sacrifices made by our families and loved ones. They have been our pillars of support, cheering us on every step of the way. Their love, encouragement, and belief in us have fueled our determination to succeed. Today, we honor them for their unwavering faith in our abilities. As we stand on the precipice of the future, let us not forget the lessons we have learned within this world. We have learned the value of hard work, resilience, and perseverance. We have discovered our passions and talents, and we have learned to embrace failure as a stepping stone towards success. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of countless new adventures. As we bid farewell to this familiar place, remember that we are not saying goodbye to each other. We are simply embarking on new journeys. I cherish the memories we have created, the friendships we have forged, and the knowledge we have gained. Thus, go forth with courage, determination, and zeal. Looking at you all, I realize that after today, I may no longer see many of you. What a painful thought. But I'm also filled with hope because I have no doubt in my mind that every single one of you has great potential to succeed and be the greatest your generation has ever seen. As we leave the sheltered halls of this university, I encourage us to be the architects of our own destiny, the authors of our own stories, the masters of our own journeys, the captains of our ship. Today, we step into the world not as blank pages, but as books with stories halfway written. The pens remain in our hands. As the famous poet Robert Frost once said, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled. And that has made all the difference. Let's embrace the unique path that lies before us, knowing that our choices will define our future. We are the class of 2023, and together we are ready to leave a mark on the world. Congratulations, class of 2023. We made it.
I now kindly request the Chancellor, His Excellency, Right Reverend Charles Kasonde, to award the valedictorian trophy.
Thank you very much. Let us give a hearty clap as she walks back. Congratulations, Jimmy. I wish to now welcome the University Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Mugwangari, to make his remarks. Karibu Pati.
His Excellency, Right Reverend Charles Kasonde, Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, His Excellency Most Reverend Philip Subira Anyolo, Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa and Archbishop of Nairobi, Right Reverend Paul Kariuki Njiro, Chairman of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa Council, Your Lordships, Bishop members of the University Council, distinguished members of the University Council, Reverend Professor Nyirindekwe Munyabaraga Innocent, Director and Vice Chancellor of the Catholic University La Sapienza in Goma, the DRC, Dr. James Kariuki, Chairman of Council, Dedan Kimathi University, the Vice Chancellors here present, especially Professor Gatelu, the Vice Chancellor of Riara University, ambassadors here present, we have them here, the senators, we have our senator graduating with us this morning, members of parliament and other elected leaders, Light Academy, our great supporters and collaborators, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, sponsors and graduands, faculty and students of Cuea, our student leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the Catholic University of Eastern Africa 42nd graduation ceremony. I would like to thank His Excellency, the Chancellor, Right Reverend Charles Kasonde, for accepting to grace our today's graduation ceremony. Allow me also to congratulate our University Council Chair, Right Reverend Paul Kariuki Njiro, on his recent appointment and installation as Bishop of the newly created Diocese of Wote, Hongera Askofu. Wote means all people. So he's your bishop wherever you come from. We also thank the Marseille Board Chair by our Chancellor and chaired by our Chancellor and the University Council for their unwavering support to the university. To you, Cuea fraternity, management and Senate, your efforts and contribution to the transformation of our university through quality programs, education, formation, all that makes us a premier institution that is well placed globally for the advancement of humanity. We thank you very much for this undertaking. Today is a special day for our graduates, our parents and sponsors. It is a milestone long planned for, long worked for, and actualized in this graduation ceremony. Congratulations to you all, because your efforts, investments, and goodwill have culminated into what is happening today. Your Excellency, your Lordships, ladies and gentlemen, the 42nd graduation ceremony's theme is Transformed by Truth, embarking on a life of purpose. I would like to share with you how Cuea has and continues to create an environment where our students are transformed by truth, which enables them to embark on life of purpose. This transformation is achieved through the solidarity of our university sponsors, trustees and council, as well as the staff and students who prescribe to the highest aspirations in rigorous teaching, learning, research and formation through mentorship and modeling of character as well as academic acumen. In line with this, St. John Paul II wrote that education aims not only to communicate facts, but also transmit a coherent, comprehensive vision of life, in the conviction that the truths contained in that vision liberate students in the most profound meaning of human freedom. Additionally, in 2022, during the 20th Masia Plenary that took place in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, the Catholic University of Eastern Africa made a promise to the Church and society during the commissioning of our university's 12-year strategic plan. Our promise was that we would mold our students to be ethical leaders for society and the Church. As such, the Catholic University had 6 new additional strategic and market-driven degree programs accredited and 4 new programs proposed for accreditation by the Commission for University Education. We are now also an accredited training partner for the internationally recognized Project Management Professional Programs, that is PMP and CAPM, offered in partnership with PMI USA. These certifications can be added to any degree, giving our graduates global industry recognition, additional skills, increased job prospects, and higher earning potential. The Catholic University of Eastern Africa has also been in collaboration with the Austrian Embassy to Kenya, primarily in the area of counseling psychology. This collaboration involves the Cuea Psychometric Lab project, which saw the embassy donate an automated psychometric kit to the university, and this is now being utilized at our psychometric lab that is just behind us. In addition, from February this year, His Excellency Dr. Christian Ferner, the Austrian ambassador to Kenya, who sent his apology, he's out with some guests from Austria, has been giving free seminars to our university students on political psychology and professionalism. And he has continued to do this and will do this as long as he's in Kenya. These and many other initiatives are pursued by the university with an aim of improving the quality of education we offer to our students. As we strengthen and offer quality education to our students, we make sure that our education is reinforced by Cuea's values. The inculcation of our values to our students is what makes them ethical leaders. This value inculcation is administered to our students through academic and value formation, which leads to their holistic persona in the world of work. I am delighted that the application of these values is evident among our staff and students in many fronts. like supporting the needy students through our community mass offerings every Thursday, as well as the Cardinal Tunga Scholarship fundraising activities and other initiatives in the community. The Chancellor, sir, we wish to state that every Thursday, a faculty volunteers to give money, to give food and other supplies that are given to the needy students through our chaplaincy and the Dean of Students. And I can say that no student of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa stays hungry. We feed them with the resources from our fraternity, our students, our staff, and our supporters. Confidently, I can say that the graduating class of 2023 has been formed holistically and is ready to serve church and society as ethical leaders in their respective areas of specialization. This gives our graduates a purpose to execute their potentials. We are proud of teaching curricula that are strategic, industry-driven, and aimed at producing innovative graduates that contribute by not filling the job vacancies, but also creating opportunities for others through entrepreneurial initiatives. The knowledge and skills you have acquired in Cuea, my dear graduates, has prepared you for this eventuality. In addition, the A's that you have up your sleeve by being a great graduate of this great university is your inculcation in universally accepted ethical values and professionalism that is highly coveted today. As I conclude, we are very proud of the recent achievements by our School of Law as they emerged the overall winner of the IP's Regional Moot Court competition. We were defending champions, so which means we have always won. And once again, we beat Makerere University of Uganda in a hotly contested final round held at the Supreme Court of Rwanda. So congratulations to our law students. Our other faculties continue to excel in the same. Finally, again, I would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2023. What I ask of you is, go into the world to serve. Do not forget your alma mater. You are welcome to give back to our university by mentoring continuing students and supporting our university in any way within your capacity as an alumni. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry to its completion, citing Philippians chapter 1, verse 6. My dear graduates, I urge you to go forth, proclaim the truth as ethical leaders of your time. Do not be afraid. Conquer the world. Bring good leadership to the world and be the best option that the society can choose. I also wish to thank the continuing students as well as their leaders, Mr. Bishop Chancellor, sir. They have done so much and they are so committed to the values and to the spiritual identity that we propose to them. And we honor you, our students, our student leaders, and our faculty. May God bless you. May God bless Catholic University of Eastern Africa, and may He bless us all. Thank you very much.
Let us give the Vice Chancellor a hearty clap. It is now my pleasure to welcome the Chair of the University Council, His Excellency Right Reverend Paul Kariuki Jiro, the Bishop of Wate.
God is good. God is good. And all the time, Your Excellency, Right Reverend Charles Kasole, the Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Your Excellency, Most Reverend Philip Subira Anyolo, Provost-Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa and Archbishop of Nairobi, Your Lordships, Bishop members of the University Council, distinguished members of the University Council, Reverend Professor Innocent, Director and Vice Chancellor of Catholic University, La Sapienza, Goma, DRC, Vice Chancellors present, ambassadors, senators, members of parliament, and other elected members, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, sponsors, and our dear graduates, faculty and students of Cuea, ladies and gentlemen. This is the wonderful day the Lord has given us, and we are grateful. It is our honor as the University Council to be here with you today as we celebrate the graduating class of 2023. To who are here present with us, thank you for joining the Cuea family during this wonderful occasion. Your Excellency, Brother Bishops, fellow council members, ladies and gentlemen, the University Council mandate is to oversee the growth, development, and smooth functioning of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. That is why the Council meets regularly to gauge and ensure that the University is working towards achieving its mission, vision, and the promise to church and to society. All this is done to put in mechanisms that enable Cuea to transform our students by exposing them to the truth through research, teaching, and service to the community. As you well know, our university motto is concentrate them in the truth. Reference to John, the Gospel of John, chapter 17, verse 17. 5 years ago, Cuea's management envisioned a need to step back and look at where university was in terms of our strategic direction. The management went on to look back at what the founding fathers of Cuea envisioned for this university. After this reflection, it was decided that we strengthen our mission with the Papa statement that, among other states, we believe that faith informs truth. So our university is dedicated to the research and dissemination of truth. Thirdly, our lifelong learning programs form and inspire scholars to be ethical leaders through Judeo-Christian, African, and other intercultural values. Finally, embedding the social teachings of the Church in our curriculum make our scholars catalysts for intellectual human development, enable them to achieve personal fulfillment in life. As can be observed, Cuea is guided by truth to transform our students to be ethical leaders for church and society. This transformation gives Cuea graduates enough skills and aptitudes to embark on a life with individualized purpose that is guided by truth and ethics. In a world where truth is elusive, there is need for the church and other institutions to ensure that championing the truth and ethical standards are an integral part of our mission. Dear graduates, I believe we have many examples and experiences of how lack of integrity is suffocating the world today. I ask you, what I ask of you is to have courage to change and transform the world. As you take up your careers, always stand up for what is ethical, what is right, and what is just. The word of God in Prophet Isaiah chapter 17 verse 1 says, "Learn to do good, make justice your aim, redress the wronged, hear the orphans plea, and defend the widow." Again, I call on you, graduates, to inspire a culture of integrity and become agents of transformation in this point. Do not be afraid. Be prophetic and be charismatic in this agenda. By having courage to do what is right and champion ethics, you will have fulfilled Cuea's promise, which is to form students to be ethical leaders for church and society. Thus you will become a shining example of Cuea's character. The University Council is dedicated to creating new infrastructure for learning and research, as well as aligning its programs to the competency-based curriculum in order to roll out a competence-based education. This education is expected to stimulate creativity and innovation as envisioned by the Sustainable Development Goal number 4. Therefore, we therefore urge the management and the faculty to embrace this new front of education to enable our graduates to contribute to the global socio-economic growth. Graduates, always remember what you have learned. Your education is life. Guard it well. We wish you well as you take on the next path in the journey of your lives. With the Cuea family, we'll always pray and champion for your success in life, be it professionally, personally, or spiritually. May God bless each one of you, and may you have a great future. Thank you.
Let us give him a warm clap. I will now invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Bugwa, to introduce our special guest.
Thank you very much. All protocols observed again. I wish to welcome our special guest. I would say that we have been friends. We have met in different quarters. Last year we met in the US for the meeting of all the Catholic universities globally. And the reason I don't like him much is that he campaigned night and day to have me elected as the Vice President of the International Federation of the Catholic Universities. And he succeeded. That's why I'm calling him here to ashame him for that. We have also engaged in a lot of collaborations which will make us work together and not only make Cuea a regional university, but partnering with the Catholic University, Sapienza in Goma, to enhance our education, our research, and our partnership. He's a man of great diligence and respect, and I thought that we should also invite other academicians who will come and inspire our students and our forum today, especially in the line of learning and professionalism as well as ethical standing. So with those few words, may I welcome Reverend Professor Innocent Nyandekwe Munyambara, Rector and Vice Chancellor, the Catholic University La Sapienza, Goma, Democratic Republic of Congo. Karibu sana Bwana.
Mungu ni mwema na kila wakati. In Congo we used to speak French and Swahili. I will try to speak in English. Na kama haiendeki nitasema Kiswahili. His Excellency Reverend Charles Asombe, Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, His Excellency Most Reverend Philip Subira Anyolo, Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa and Archbishop of Nairobi, Reverend Paul Kariuki, Chairman of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa Council, Your Lordships, Bishop members of the University Council, distinguished members of the University Council, Vice Chancellors present, ambassadors, senators, members of parliament, and other elected leaders, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, sponsors, and students, ladies and gentlemen. It is for me a great honor to have been invited and welcomed to this majestic Catholic University of Eastern Africa. I am especially very happy to be able to participate in this graduation ceremony. I greet you all and bring to you the warm greetings of the staff and students of La Sapienza Catholic University of Goma in DRC. I am proud of this respectful Catholic university which trains competent women and men in the sub-region. Many young Congolese have been trained here, and today some of them are going to be graduating. To me, the center of knowledge is a source of inspiration. It is also an opportunity to express my joy at being able to sign a cooperation agreement between our two universities. This is the result of proximity and friendship born when I met for the first time Professor Stephen, the Vice Chancellor, in Boston, US last year during our General Assembly, and when he was elected as Vice President of our International Federation of Catholic Universities. The second time we met was in Cologne in September this year. Today, the signing of the MOU will be a clear sign of a positive cooperation that we intend to build for the benefit of our two respective institutions. The Catholic University of Goma in DRC is still young, very young. It has been in existence for only 12 years. Therefore, I strongly believe that for its growth, it needs to stand on the shoulders of this great university. Please let us and allow us to pull efforts together on all levels to respond specifically to the important challenges and questions graced by the major transformations of our society. This is exactly what Pope Francis invites us to do through the Global Compact on Education with regard to the way in which we build the future and the way we capitalize on everyone's talent. Pope Francis thinks the education is a laboratory of humanization. I want finally to congratulate all the graduates and to wish them all the best. Your Excellencies, your Lordships, ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates, dear parents, I am delighted to be among you on this occasion, and I once again express my gratitude to you for everything and your kindness. Kwa kumaliza, ninasema Mungu awabariki sana, msipungukiwe na baraka ya Mungu. Mimi nimetoka DRC na kuna mvua mingi sana. I wish Mungu awape mvua mingi na wape maji mengi. Hii ni baraka naongea kwa Mungu na ninamaliza nikisema asante. Je vous remercie, que Dieu vous bénisse. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, Professor. I now welcome the Chair of the University Council to welcome the Chancellor and the Pro-Chancellor.
Thank you. All protocols observed. I now take this opportunity to welcome Chancellor, Most Reverend Philip Anyoro, to greet us, and I will ask him also to officially welcome our Chancellor. Welcome.
All protocol observed, I take this chance to wish our university all the best that God can grant humanity. And in this case, I want to wish them, as far as they are gone, best of knowledge that is bestowed in the spirit of truth, so that they may think well, may do well, best of speeches and lectures, that they may speak well and teach well, and best of action, deed, that they may do well wherever they are going to be deployed. May you be deployed in the spirit of truth. So, our dear young people, today is your day of graduation, and I take this chance on my behalf and on behalf of all the Nairobians to wish you the best. Welcome again to the streets of Nairobi and the offices of Nairobi. Look for greener pastures for the truth. I want to congratulate also the efforts that are being put into the well-being of this university by our guides. I want to congratulate the chairman, Reverend Kasonde, the chairman. I want to congratulate all the leaders and all who are supporting him, including Father Mbugwa, Professor Mbugwa, who was asked me today to say something. And the most important thing I want to say is to welcome the chair, the vice chancellor of our university, on behalf of all other bishops to come and talk to us, the bishops of the MSA countries. So I want to take this chance and welcome you in the best way. Karibu na tupige makofi.
Thank you very much, the Pro-Chancellor, Most Reverend Philip Subira Anyolo. I'm obliged not to say a protocol observed as a chief guest, rather to go through the long litany of recognition. Most Reverend Philip Subira Anyolo, Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa and the Archbishop of Nairobi. Right Reverend Paul Kariuki Jim, Chairman of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa Council. Your Lordships present here, members of the University Council, distinguished members of the University Council, Reverend Professor Innocent, the Rector and the Vice Chancellor of the Catholic University, La Sapienza, Congo DR in Goma, Vice Chancellors present here, ambassadors, senators, members of Parliament, and other elected members, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, sponsors, and graduands, faculty and students of Cuea, ladies and gentlemen, and people of goodwill. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. We are very delighted that you have found time to join us during this 42nd graduation ceremony. May I also congratulate all our graduates as they complete their 2, 3, and 4-year courses of study at Cuea today. You have made us proud. I extend my gratitude to our University Council, distinguished guests, and all of you who have joined us today in this celebration. Gracias TV. We thank the university fraternity for their continuous quality education formation that culminates in graduating competent and market-prepared graduates. The colorful gowns worn during the graduation and the academic procession that grace the stage during these ceremonies are a means by which we remind ourselves of the ties that bind the present to the past. As some people would say, origin is future. For instance, the graduating class of 2023 is linked to this institution's graduating class of 1986 through our graduation tradition. We all form a formidable family of Cuea alumni. It also reminds us of the responsibilities imposed by these rituals. Prior to becoming a university in 1992, Cuea was known as the Catholic Higher Institute of Eastern Africa, Cuea, a theological institute that was founded and sponsored by the Association of Member Episcopal Conferences in Eastern Africa, AMESIA. Many have passed through Cuea's doors, from bishops to members of parliament, ministerial principal secretaries,
from chief executive officers to monsignors, from mother superiors to first ladies of countries, from professors to renowned scholars to accomplished legal minds, as well as businessmen and women. This is but a glimpse of the history that the 42nd graduation ceremony is connecting us to. Cuea, with its short but rich history, is dear to the Holy See because this university is one of the 7 Catholic universities in Africa that are officially recognized by the Vatican. It is also the only pontifical university situated in English-speaking Africa. In his apostolic constitution on Catholic universities, St. John Paul II of happy memories stated that a Catholic university is expected to train true professionals who include people of knowledge and culture, who, supported by their faith and their awareness to the commitment that stems from it, are able to testify to their faith in the front of the world. With a spirit of service, these professionals are expected to work hard to contribute to humanity's true progress without forgetting the spiritual and religious dimension, thus promoting peace, solidarity, and the good of human family. St. John Paul furthermore indicated that a Catholic university pursues its objective through its formation of an authentic human community animated by the spirit of trust, the source of its unity, that springs from a common dedication to the truth, a common vision of dignity of human person, and ultimately the personal message of trust which gives the institution its distinctive character. Whereas promise to the church and the society is to mold students into ethical leaders for the church and society. I share these sentiments with you to show you why we come together to celebrate our graduates. Whereas graduating class of 2023 is a main part of the future. Dr. Moore illustrated this very well when he said that tradition connects us not only to our past, but to our future as well. In affirming and understanding where we have all come from, we are in a position to see where we might go. The theme of today's graduation is transformed by truth, embarking on a life of purpose. As I have highlighted earlier, where as a Catholic institution and university trains professionals and scholars to testify to their faith in front of the world. Your faith is your truth. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or a Hindu, we in Cuea enable you to testify to this truth through your career as a scholar, professional, or entrepreneur. My plea to all our Graduands today is to stand for the truth and always stand for your faith. If you pray, remain honest, and stand committed to serving society, you will have already given your life a purpose. Life is a journey that is determined by what path one takes. Graduates, you have already chosen a promising path by pursuing higher education. You now ought to take the path of truth, and by doing so, you will find yourselves with a helper at every time. No matter how difficult the terrain you have chosen may be. Journey well, my dear people. God be with you. Congratulations to the graduating class in 2023. May God bless you all as a son.
Thank you very much. Let's now for the Chancellor once more. We now invite the Vice Chancellor to award our guests. We are a very generous community, and when we receive, we equally give. We will invite Professor Innocent to receive a gift of the Catholic University. We will now invite the Chancellor to equally receive. Thank you very much. We'll now invite the Luya community to give us an interview.
On stage are the Luya community from Western Kenya, ready to present to you the Luya cultural dance entitled
Let us give them a hearty clap. Thank you very much, the Luya community. And those are some of our students from the various faculties, and we thank them for that interlude. I wish at this point in time to request all graduates to stand, and the male graduates, please remove your hats. All graduates stand up, and we know the ladies have pinned their hair, so it will be a challenge to put it back, but we will request that the male ones remove, all graduates, from certificate to PhD. All male graduates, remove your hats. Thank you very much. The reason why we are asking you to remove your hats, we now want to pay respects for those of us who have journeyed with us. I want you to turn facing the field. That is where most of our sponsors and parents are. Please turn. Stop facing us this side. Please turn to that side. Lift up your hearts, and the ladies, let us clap for our parents. Give them a better clap. We can't hear you. Those are the people who made it possible for you to be here today. On this other side, we have sponsors, we have other guardians, partners, who have equally made us be able to have you today here. I want you to clap and support these people with ululations. There is another very, very important group. Those who are seated here with the big hats. The supervisors, our lecturers, those who have journeyed with us in various years. Let us clap for them. I understand that these are the people who tortured you to make you what you are. Let us give them another hearty clap. Equally, the university administration and the leadership of the university has done all its best to make sure that you are supported, every process goes on right, you are journeyed with them, they've made sure that your lecturers are supported equally, the infrastructure is there in place, I kindly request you to also appreciate our university leadership. Now, turn to the person next to you and congratulate him or her. It has not been easy. In Swahili we say degree ni harambee. And you've done it together. Please, let's be seated now. Thank you very much. Please be seated. We get to the moment that most of us have been waiting for. Please be seated. As we agreed yesterday, we will wait until the conferment is done. We equally wish to request that after the PhD conferment, all the first-class graduates, you will move to the aisle and you will be directed from there on where to go. I now invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs, Professor George Kimathi, to lead us in the session where we'll have the graduates invited for graduation.
Thank you, and this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Let's be prepared. I have the honor and pleasure to invite the Dean, Faculty of Theology, to call by name the candidates who have successfully satisfied the requirements of the degree of doctorate in sacred theology in their area of specialization.
Specialization in biblical theology. Summa cum laude. Senkaya David. The Ganda concept of moyo, implications for biblical translation in Africa. Supervisors, Reverend Professor Albert Mundere, Reverend Dr. Peter Mwinga. Doctorate in sacred theology with specialization in dogmatic theology. William Aiter, in absentia. Title, Sacramento Marriage in Arcanum Divine Sapientia Concilium. A theological response to merito relativism in the Catholic Archdiocese of Windhoek, Namibia. Supervisor, Reverend Dr. Frederick Wanjana, Reverend Dr. John
can zoom in and out.
Manya Sanraude, Doctorate in Sacred Theology with specialization in moral theology. Michael Chege Maina, title, Ethics of Poverty in the Light of Purpose Social Teaching, with reference to the Catholic Archdiocese of Nakuru, Kenya. Supervisors, Reverend Professor Wiza, Reverend Dr. Samuel Medito. I ask His Excellency to confer upon these graduates the doctorate in sacred theology in their area of specialization.
on the recommendation of the academic board, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Holy See, in the name of the Supreme Pontiff, Pope Francis, I confer upon you the doctorate in sacred theology in your area of specialization.
Let's give them a clap.
I have the honor and pleasure to invite the Dean, Faculty of Theology, Dean, Faculty of Science, Dean, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, VC Designate Tangaza, Dean, Faculty of Education, Dean, School of Business and Economics, to call by name the candidates who have successfully satisfied the requirements of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in their area of specialization and doctorate in business administration.
Sacred Liturgy, First Class Honors, Patrick Marimans Zira. Title, Impact of Pilgrimage to the Local Shrines and the Holy Land in the Life of the Faithful in the Roman Catholic Diocese of Masvingo, Zimbabwe, a liturgical study. Supervisors, Reverend Monsignor Professor Rukwata, Sister Dr. Leonida Katunge. James Ekanam. Title, The Right of Reconciliation in the Church in Fostering Unity and Holistic Healing among the Salesian Youth Movement in Nigeria. Supervisors, Reverend Monsignor Professor Rukwata, Sister Dr. Katunge. Spiritual Theology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division. Bernard Njiru. Title, Pushing Spiritual Intimacy with God, a remedy to ministerial challenge in the Diocese of Embu, Kenya. Supervisors, Reverend Dr. Godfrey Muri, Reverend Professor Clement Majayo. Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in pastoral theology. First Class Honors, Manuel Zandonda. Title, Promotion of Small Christian Communities in Masvingo Diocese, Zimbabwe, an icon for pastoral missionary renewal. Supervisors, Reverend Professor Nicholas Zegenya, Reverend Dr. James Kanakuri. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Juvenal Wamunyana. Title, Dysfunctional Marriages and Divorce in Kigali Presbytery, Rwanda, a pastoral response in the light of Amoris Laetitia. Supervisors, Dr. John Kinde, Reverend Dr. Frederick Wanja.
Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics, Kabirayamwe Felicien, dissertation title, The Effect of Strong Magnetic Field on Unsteady Magnetohydrodynamic Nanofluid through Converging Diverging Channel with Heat and Mass Transfer. Supervisors, Dr. Mary Wainaina, Dr. Mark Kimari. Joy Elose Kawira Mutegi, dissertation title, solution of the singular courtship problem of the Euler Poisson double equation using fractional calculus. Supervisors, Dr. Damian Miange, Dr. Yaya Wajalan, Dr. Isaac Chakoni. Felicitas Shitaka, dissertation title, Modeling Application of Foam Generation and Propagation in Explosive Fuel Spillage. Supervisors, Professor George Kimadi, Dr. Caroline Songa.
Doctor of Philosophy in Social Transformation, Tangaza University College. Mugalia Igweta Paul, dissertation title, An Ethnographic Comparative Analysis of Njuri Mchege and the Contemporary Governance Systems for Social Transformation in Tigania, Meru County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Zakaria Wanakacha Samita and Dr. Steve Ouma Akoth. Cabo Koko Irokaura, dissertation title, Economic Reconversion in the ZEM Industry to Improve ZEM Operations Socio-Economic Well-Being in Cotonou, Benin. Supervisors, Dr. Shem Mwanwa and Professor Hodan Isse.
Doctor of Philosophy in Religious Studies, Grace Richard Kabona. Dissertation title, The Promotion of Stable African Christian Marriage through Wasumbi Traditional Marital Values in Bagamoyo District, Tanzania. Supervisors, first supervisor, Professor Lucy Kimana, second supervisor, Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Wabaha. Lilian Adiabo Peter. Dissertation title, The Influence of Modern Information and Communication Technology on Christian Families in the Catholic Diocese of Nakuru, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Lucy Kimana, Professor Marcy Kitui, Mary Kitui, Mary Magua Nzioki. Dissertation title, Effect of Belief in Witchcraft in the Core Mandate of the African Brotherhood Church, Machakos County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Bibiana Gudo, Dr. John Curek, Jane J. Mukuha. Dissertation title, An Analysis of Sacramental Marriage Among the Faithful in the Catholic Diocese of Nairobi. Supervisors, Dr. John Curek, Professor Mary Kitui, Samuel Ebari in absentia. Dissertation title, An Examination of Bantu Spiritual Philosophy and the Potential for African Renaissance Among Graduate Youth in Nairobi, Kenya. Supervisors, Mary Kitui, Professor Ben Moremi. Margaret Akin Boore. Dissertation title, The Role of Christian Religion in Students' Discipline in Public Catholic-Sponsored Schools in Dr. Sub-County, Kajiado County, Kenya. Supervisors, Reverend Crispin Ouma, Dr. James Mwita. Rachel Chepkemoi. Dissertation title, Church Response to Sponsor Phenomenon Among Girls in Catholic-Sponsored Secondary Schools, Nakuru County, Catholic Diocese of Nakuru, Kenya. Supervisor, Professor Mary Kitui, Reverend Dr. Crispin Ouma. Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology, Luce Chemtai, Tibet. Dissertation title, Effects of Expressed Family Emotions in the relapse of client with alcohol use disorder in West Country, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Jennifer K. Munywa, Professor Paul Ogura. Tekoril Kevin, dissertation title, Effects of Social Infractions on Management of Adolescent Risky Behavior in Therapeutic Communities in West Country, Kenya. Supervisors, Jennifer Munywa, Professor Paul Ogura. Evelyn Mokwe Majibo, dissertation title, Triplet Framework of Guidance and Counseling for Enhancing Students' Academic Performance in Public Secondary Schools in Nairobi County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Florentina Deke, Dr. Tabitha Rigala, Jane Jerry Kariuki, dissertation title, Effects of Clinical Supervision Interventions on Management of Compassion Fatigue among counselors in Washington County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Jennifer Munywa, Professor Paul Ogura. Demetrius Benedict Jiko, dissertation title, Self-Concept and Career Choice Among Undergraduate Students in Iringa Region, Tanzania. Supervisors, Dr. Elijah Machari Adungo, Dr. Witkesta Milima. Agnes Wairimo Gure, dissertation title, Conformity of Masculinity Norms and Alcohol Use Among Male Teachers in Public Secondary Schools in Murang'a County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Stephen Asasa, Dr. Rusi Giro. Andrew Dehi, dissertation title, Family Stressors, Identity Crisis and Antisocial Behavior among Public Secondary School Students in Nairobi County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Elijah Macharia, Dr. Virginia Nyaga. Eunice Namoe Msugutu, dissertation title, Social Support Dynamics and Marital Satisfaction among Protestant Clergy and their sponsors in Dagoretti Sub-County, Kenya. Dagoretti Sub-County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Shad Atieno, Dr. Stephen Asasa. Mary Wagari Kiuna, dissertation title, Effectiveness of Counseling Programs on Teacher Trainees, Acquisition of Psychosocial Competencies, a case study of public diploma training, teacher training colleges in Nyeri and Nairobi counties, Kenya. Supervisors, Elizabeth Gozi, Dr. Elizabeth Gozi, Dr. Ann Kanga. Yukubeth Imuto Majibi, dissertation title, Parenting Styles and Teenager Sexual Behavior Among Teenagers in Public Secondary Schools in Kajiado County, Kenya. Supervisors, Anthony Anissa, Dr. Stephen Asasa. Veronica Mola Obot, Doctor of Philosophy in History. Veronica Mola Award, dissertation title, The Indigenous and Non-Indigenous Mechanism for Managing and Resolving Inter-Identity Conflicts between the Turkana and Pokot, 1850 to 2017. Supervisors, Professor Samuel Nyanchoga, Dr. Francis Mochoki. Chepi Stefania Kiprono, dissertation title, Political Economy of Ethnic Conflict in Washington County, Kenya, 1850 to 2020. Supervisor, Dr. Francis Muchoki, Dr. Kenen Moindi. Doctor of Philosophy in Social Work, Lucere Geoffrey Lumumba, dissertation title, Cash Transfer Programs and its Relevance in Social Development among Refugees in Kakuma Camp, Kenya. Supervisors, Reverend Dr. Paul Novi, Dr. Wikesta Chanyisa, Dr. Elijah Macharia Dongu, Mubisha Gideon, dissertation type 2, order passes are transformed and well-being in Kenya. Supervisors, Reverend Dr. Paul Novi and Dr. Wikesta Chanyisa.
Doctor of Philosophy in Education of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Lilian Mother Ngene Maundu, dissertation title, Selected Socio-Economic Factors and Management of Public Early Childhood and Development Education Centers in Makueni County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Momanyi Masela, Dr. Peter Koros. Rose Juma, dissertation title, Summative Evaluation of the Implementation of Kiswahili Curriculum in Public Secondary Schools in Hamisi, Sub-County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Wambua Chalo Benjamin, Dr. Rose Atwood. Jennifer Modoni Ketecha, dissertation title, Teachers' Professional Development and Teaching Proficiency in Selected British Curriculum Secondary Schools in Kenya and Tanzania. Supervisors, Professor Jacinta Adhiambo, Dr. Peter Koros. Edwin Okoth Ogada, dissertation title, Strategic Planning Process and Management of Public Secondary Schools in Nairobi City County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Jacinta Adhiambo and Dr. Peter Koros. Edgar Leonard Aule, dissertation title, Entrepreneurial Culture of University Managers and Graduate Self-Employment in Northern Tanzania. Supervisors, Sister Dr. Elizabeth Nduku and Dr. Pascal Wambia. Christine Mwendo Matasio Monala, Implementation of Inclusive Education School Assessment and Learning Outcomes among Learners with Disabilities in Public Secondary Schools in Nairobi County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Susan Masharia and Reverend Professor Clement Majawa. Gladys Chepchirchir, dissertation title, Effects of the Quality of Supervision on Postgraduate Students, Completion Rates in Selected University Campuses in Uasin Gishu County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Paul Ogula and Dr. Jennifer K. Munwa. Joab Obujere Namai, dissertation title, Head Teachers Supervisory Practices and Teachers' Work Performance in Public Primary Schools in Quisero Sub-County, Kakamega, Kenya. The supervisors are Professor Marcela Momanyi and Dr. Pascal Wambia. Charles Kipchumba Kisigot, dissertation title, Effects of Learning Environment on Students' Academic Achievements in Public Secondary Schools in Marakwet East Sub-County, Elgeyo Marakwet County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Paul A. Ogula and Dr. Jennifer K. Munwa. Eric Ochola Huma,
Dissertation title, Effectiveness of Selected Innovative Leadership Practices on Change Management Strategies in Secondary Schools following the British curriculum in Nairobi City County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Elizabeth Nduku and Shem Manuel. James Ojwangi Nyakundi. Dissertation title, Principles Influence on Teachers' Professional Development in Public Secondary Schools in Kisii County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Momanyi Masela and Dr. Pascal Wambia. Kaseve Josephine Shombua. Dissertation title, Evaluation of the Integration of Information and Communication Technology Program in Public Secondary Schools of Kitui County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Jared Anyona Ndapo and Dr. Elizabeth Nduku. Helen Wamboi Wainaina, dissertation title, Homegrown School Feeding Program and Learning Environment in Public Secondary School in Tharaka-Nithi County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Momanyi Masela and Dr. Peter Koros. Stephen Kiriswa Osiche. Dissertation title, Program of Pastoral Instruction and its Influence on Teenage Mothers' Education in Catholic Diocese of Mombasa-sponsored public secondary schools, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Pascal Wambia and Professor Clement Majawa. Solomon Award Tadeo Okoa. Dissertation title, The Influence of Armed Conflict on the Provision of Quality Education in Tertiary Institution in Central Equatorial State, South Sudan. Supervisors, Professor Momanyi Masela and Dr. Peter Koros. Anplosa Njeri Kinuthia, dissertation title, Influence of Head Teachers' Leadership Skills on the Implementation of Health and Hygiene Programs in Murang'a South Sub-County Public Primary Schools, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Elizabeth Nduku and Dr. Ann Kanga.
Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Cuea, Joyce Chapoesh Getugi. Dissertation title, Financial Technology and Technical Efficiency of Commercial Banks in Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Cliff Osoro and Professor Alan Kihara. Sister Pasilisa Namikoe Namasaka. Dissertation title, International Capital Outflows and Securities Market Volatility in Nairobi Securities Exchange, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Joseph Machelu and Dr. Mary Niba. Doctorate in Business Administration, DBA, Cuea. Faith Kagwelia Mwenda. Dissertation title, Occupational Stresses and Performance of Faculty in Selected Private Universities in Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Abraham Hifremariam and Dr. Sarah Kimana. Edwin Wanjala Wanyonyi. Dissertation title, Celebrity Chief Executive Officer and Financial Performance of Firms listed in the Nairobi Securities Exchange over the period 2013 to 2020. Supervisors, Dr. Benjamin Mulili and Dr. Gabriel Kirodi. Monsignor Bishop-elect of Jombe Diocese, Very Reverend Eusebian Samuel Kiando. Dissertation title, Business Ethics Education and Business Studies, Cognitive Moral Development Institutions of Higher Learning in Tanzania. Supervisors, Dr. Kifreyesus Andemaliam and Dr. Abraham Kifremaliam. Karen Jerry Kandie. Dissertation title, Systematic Risk and Investment Portfolio Performance of Pension Schemes in Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Joseph Macheru and Dr. Cliff Osoro.
I ask His Excellency to confer upon these graduates the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and doctorate in the area of specialization.
On the recommendation of the Senate, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Invest Council, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and doctorate in your area of specialization.
Please, let's give them a hearty clap. Thank you, PhDs. You can now receive your seat. I now, as the PhDs take their seats, before we move to the second part, I invite the Catholic University Choir.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor and pleasure to invite the Dean, Faculty of Theology, to call by name the candidates who have successfully satisfied the requirements for the conferment of the licentiate in sacred theology in their area of specialization.
Licentiate in sacred theology with specialization in biblical theology. Magna cum laude. Bruno Bennett, Kipmawi. Dogmatic theology. Summa cum laude. Cypress Robert Joseph. Moral theology. Summa cum laude. Chifo Henry. I ask His Excellency to confer upon these graduates the licentiate in sacred theology in their area of specialization.
Where Mike Motuko? Mike.
On the recommendations of the academic board and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Holy See, in the name of the Supreme Pontiff, Pope Francis, I confer upon you the licentiate in sacred theology in your area of specialization.
I have the honor and pleasure to invite the Director, Institute of Canon Law, to call by name the candidates who have successfully satisfied and been awarded the licentiate in Canon Law of the Pontifical Urbaniana University for recognition.
Licentiate in Canon Law, summa cum laude probatus, Teresia Kalunde, Mukaro Takiona, Maripol Magwega, Tobias Mwanisawa, Gerard Kabomo, Kadiaba Hubert, Mwangi Matinde posthumously. Magna cum laude probatus, Simon Udeba, Gebe Yohane, Mwangi Duati, Andrew James Mtendere. I ask His Excellency to recognize these graduates who have obtained the licentiate degree in canon law.
The Catholic University of Eastern Africa is delighted to recognize and celebrate these students from the Institute of Canon Law who have successfully obtained licentiate degree in Canon Law from the Institute of Canon Law of the Pontifical Urbaniana University. Clap.
I have the honor and pleasure to invite the following to call by name the candidates who have successfully satisfied the requirements for conferment of master's degree in their respective area of specialization. These are Dean, Faculty of Theology, Dean, Faculty of Science, Dean, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Director, Center for Social Justice and Ethics, Vice Chancellor Designate, Tangaza University College, Principal, Hekima University College, Principal, Marist International University College, Dean, Faculty of Education, and Dean, School of Business and Economics.
Master of Geology with specialization in Atlantic Geology, first class honors. Adding Nakikuba. Master of Geology with specialization in geology, first class honors. Jane Kamitila, Patrick Enestina. Master of Geology with specialization in Pastoral Geology, first class honors. Chachocheni Ibidi, second class honors, upper division. Katiku Catherine, Nazario Mugo, Joseph Amba Ada, Jean Pierre Kashori, Clement Tombe. Master of Geology with specialization in secondary degree, first class honors. Peter Mutinda, Martin Semanda, second class honors, upper division. Patrick Koech, Master of Geology with specialization in spiritual geology, second class honors, upper division. Michael Gaudis, Francis Mumbugi.
Master of Science in Mathematics, Kaneza Trizi, Bernard Kipruto Kimaiyo.
Master of Art in Regional Integration, PAS, Rona Tiapati. Master of Art in Geography, Radia Adaya, Onata Keragat. Master of Art in Counseling Psychology, PAS, Oyo Boniface, Monica Uche, Joan Saiwan, Musembi Ruja, Lucia, Murithi Joseph, Annette Ijai, William Kawaka, Rebecca Keporin, Jane Jerry, Catherine Sande, Giro Robert, Alex Adot, Kakoni Kiwanuka, Innocent Mucho, Daniel Kifea, Arias Sanga, Boniface Nyamoya. Master of Arts in Literature, PAS, Kaino Miriam, Jeffers Alangat, Aros Okero, Cheruto Judith, Charity Kigen, Kelvin Karani, Elias Mtedei, Virginia Kasari. Master of Arts in Applied Linguistics, Distinction, Ejike Emmanuel, PAS, Clinton Otieno, Kangeze Masi. Master of Arts in Kiswahili and Communication, PAS, Clementina Kibesuka. Master of Arts in Planning and Management, PAS, Igama Ejore, Barasa Orani, Esther Wasu, Niletei Mopera, Nijibu Ani, Selini Makari, Lydia Muriuki, Baka Timothy, Nina Maba, Mere Manyani, Mirene Mwamini, Grace Justin, Genia Bukebuke, Caroline Moikuka. Master of Arts in Environment Studies, PAS, Diana Cheruto, Francis Audi, Matidi Wande, Nancy Okof, Susan Pasco, Tejay Edwin, Pamela Buya. Master Ruhanga Chagema, Rusika Asmani, Brian Wekesa, Jacqueline Award, Lilian Wamuyo, Valentine Acheng, Dorothy Tina, Patience Mwandawilo, Prince Henderson, Justus Koech. Master of Arts, PAS, Jennifer Adika, Jacob Omodi, Moema Catherine, Fujo Stanarius, Rosemary Moya, Master of Arts in Political Science. Pass, Charles Mugambi, Master of Arts in Religious Studies. Naomi Wangui, Master of Arts in Social Work. Pass, Donna Sala Wajara Nekesa, Master of Arts in Sociology. Katunge Mutuko, Enuke Mola,
Master of Arts in Justice, Peace and Cohesion, Cuea, distinction, Josephine Imoloamen.
Master of Arts in Spirituality and Religious Formation, Tangaza University College, distinction, Henry Ifeanyi Chukwu Nkoro, Pass One Fasowiyo, Leta Kidane Mariam Tesfa, Patrice Sene, Soki Luzo Lawo Aspan. Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology, Tangaza University College, distinction, Musambaye M. Ignatius, Dotono Samuel Watari. Pass, Agnes Njeri Muiruri Kinyanjui, Agnes Wakonyu Nyamu, Dorothy Pauline Kweyu, Chris Lane Kampale Medwatere, Ignatius Munyoro, John Malu Beni Rieta, Lucy Wanjiko Luo, Margaret M. Kikuhi, Nalia Bushu Nvia, Naukot Irafael, Nirian Akoth Odera, Romena Mora Omani, Roma Ramalorahi Flavian Modeste. Master of Arts in Social Transformation, Tangaza University College, distinction, Eva Wairimu Mwai, Pass, Isonga Sofia, Joyce Lirunjiro Lubuga, Kaluli Stalamaris Mugua, Bioyezu Mercy Place, Teresia Kature Murungi, Towet Lili Chepkirui. Master of Arts in Ethics and Organizational Leadership, Tangaza University College, distinction, Mose Roda Bonareri, Okumu Irene Masi Nafula.
Master of Arts in
Ochieng Kikwei, Teresia